This video is created solely for entertainment purposes and does not infringe upon any copyrights. All content is based on legends and folklore, and every effort has been made to ensure that no copyrighted material is used. We respect the intellectual property of others and aim to provide a fun and engaging experience for our viewers. Sit back, relax, and let the stories unfold as we journey into the realm of myths and mysteries. In the quaint village of Sleepy Hollow, nestled amidst the rolling hills and dense forests of upstate New York, there exists a legend as old as time itself. The tale of the Headless Horseman has haunted the imaginations of locals for generations, filling their nights with dread and their days with whispered stories of terror. The legend speaks of a Hessian soldier who lost his head to a cannonball during the Revolutionary War, doomed to roam the countryside seeking revenge on unsuspecting travelers. His spectral form, mounted on a ghostly steed, is said to emerge from the depths of the forest on moonless nights, wielding a menacing pumpkin in place of his missing head. Many have claimed to witness the chilling sight of the Headless Horseman, his fiery gaze striking fear into the hearts of all who dare to cross his path. But perhaps none have felt the icy grip of terror more profoundly than Ichabod Crane, the lanky schoolmaster who found himself entangled in the horseman's deadly game. Ichabod, with his superstitious nature and overactive imagination, was particularly susceptible to the legends of Sleepy Hollow. His mind filled with tales of the supernatural, he often found himself trembling at the slightest rustle of the leaves or distant sound of hoofbeats. But it was the encounter with the Headless Horseman one fateful autumn night that would forever change Ichabod's life. As he made his way home from a late-night gathering, Ichabod found himself pursued by the ghastly specter, its thunderous hooves echoing through the silent woods. With each passing moment, Ichabod's fear grew more palpable, his heart pounding in his chest as he raced through the darkness. But try as he might, he could not shake the relentless pursuit of the Headless Horseman, whose spectral form seemed to glide effortlessly through the night. Just when it seemed that all hope was lost, Ichabod glimpsed the dim lights of the bridge ahead, the only barrier between him and the safety of the village. Summoning every ounce of courage he possessed, he urged his horse forward with renewed determination, the sound of the horseman's hooves growing louder with each passing second. With a final burst of speed, Ichabod and his horse reached the bridge and thundered across it, their hooves clattering loudly against the wooden planks. But as Ichabod dared to glance back over his shoulder, he saw the Headless Horseman rearing up behind him, his spectral form silhouetted against the moonlit sky. In a moment of sheer terror, Ichabod felt a sudden impact as something struck him from behind, sending him tumbling from his horse and crashing to the ground below. As he lay dazed and disoriented, he watched in horror as the Headless Horseman rode past him, his fiery eyes gleaming with triumph as he disappeared into the night. When the villagers found Ichabod the next morning, he was pale and shaken, his clothes torn and his horse nowhere to be found. He could offer no explanation for what had happened, only vague recollections of a terrifying encounter with a spectral rider in the dead of night. From that day forward, Ichabod Crane was never the same. Though he remained in Sleepy Hollow for a time, he was plagued by nightmares and visions of the Headless Horseman, unable to escape the memory of that fateful night. Eventually, Ichabod could bear it no longer, and he made the decision to leave Sleepy Hollow behind, seeking solace in a new life far from the memories that haunted him. But even as he journeyed to distant lands, the legend of the Headless Horseman followed him like a shadow, a constant reminder of the horrors he had witnessed. As for the Headless Horseman, he continued to roam the forests of Sleepy Hollow, his spectral form forever bound to the land he haunted. To this day, travelers speak in hushed tones of the eerie figure that can be seen galloping through the mist-shrouded woods on moonless nights, a silent reminder of the darkness that lurks within the human heart. And so, the legend of Sleepy Hollow endures, a timeless tale of terror and tragedy that continues to captivate the imagination of all who hear it. For in the quiet corners of the world, where the shadows linger and the wind whispers through the trees, there are still those who believe in the existence of the Headless Horseman and the haunted village he calls home. But whether the legend is true or merely the product of overactive imaginations, one thing remains certain: the Headless Horseman will forever be a symbol of the darkness that lurks within us all, a reminder that even in the most idyllic of places, there are shadows waiting to consume us. As the night deepens and the stars twinkle overhead, the legend of Sleepy Hollow lives on, its secrets buried deep within the hearts of those who dare to believe. And though the Headless Horseman may be but a figment of our collective imagination, his story continues to captivate and terrify, a timeless reminder of the power of myth and the enduring allure of the unknown. But perhaps the most enduring mystery of all is the fate of Ichabod Crane, the hapless schoolmaster who found himself caught in the crosshairs of the Headless Horseman's deadly game. Some say he fled Sleepy Hollow and started a new life elsewhere, while others claim he met a far more sinister end at the hands of the spectral rider. Whatever the truth may be, the legend of Sleepy Hollow continues to captivate and terrify, drawing visitors from far and wide to the quiet village nestled amidst the rolling hills of upstate New York. And as long as there are stars in the sky and shadows in the night, the tale of the Headless Horseman will endure, a haunting reminder of the darkness that lurks just beyond the edge of our perception. But for now, the villagers of Sleepy Hollow sleep soundly in their beds, their dreams undisturbed by the specter that haunts their waking hours. And though the legend of the Headless Horseman may fade with time, its memory will forever linger in the hearts and minds of those who call Sleepy Hollow home. As the seasons change and the years pass by, the legend of Sleepy Hollow remains as enigmatic and alluring as ever, drawing new generations into its web of mystery and intrigue. And though the truth may never be known, one thing is certain: the Headless Horseman will continue to ride through the pages of history, a silent sentinel of the night forever bound to the village of Sleepy Hollow. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of all is the story itself, a timeless tale of love, loss, and the enduring power of the human spirit in the face of darkness. And as long as there are storytellers to keep the legend alive, the tale of Sleepy Hollow will continue to captivate and enthrall audiences for generations to come. So let us raise a glass to the brave souls of Sleepy Hollow, who have faced the darkness and emerged stronger for it. And though the night may be long and filled with terrors, we take comfort in the knowledge that the light of dawn will always come, banishing the shadows and bringing hope to even the darkest of nights. As the years pass and the legend of Sleepy Hollow fades into memory, let us never forget the lessons it has taught us: that even in the face of unimaginable darkness, there is always light to be found, and that love and courage will always triumph over fear and despair. And though the shadows may lengthen and the night grow cold, we take comfort in the knowledge that the people of Sleepy Hollow will never be alone, for the spirit of the Headless Horseman will forever watch over them, a silent guardian in the darkness. So as we bid farewell to the village of Sleepy Hollow and its ghostly inhabitants, let us remember the lessons they have taught us and carry their stories with us wherever we go. For in the end, it is not the darkness that defines us, but the light that we carry within our hearts. And so, dear reader, we come to the end of our tale, but the legend of Sleepy Hollow will live on in our hearts forevermore. For as long as there are stars in the sky and shadows in the night, the story of the Headless Horseman will continue to captivate and terrify, a timeless reminder of the power of myth and the enduring allure of the unknown. So let us bid farewell to the village of Sleepy Hollow and its ghostly inhabitants, secure in the knowledge that their story will never truly end. For as long as there are storytellers to keep the legend alive, the tale of the Headless Horseman will continue to weave its spell over the imaginations of all who hear it. And so, as the sun sets on Sleepy Hollow and the stars begin to twinkle in the night sky, let us take a moment to reflect on the timeless power of the human imagination and the enduring legacy of the legends that bind us together. For though the night may be long and filled with terrors, we take comfort in the knowledge that the light of dawn will always come, banishing the darkness and bringing hope to even the darkest of nights. And so, dear reader, we bid farewell to Sleepy Hollow and its spectral inhabitants, secure in the knowledge that their story will live on in our hearts forevermore. For as long as there are storytellers to keep the legend alive, the tale of the Headless Horseman will continue to captivate and terrify, a timeless reminder of the enduring power of the human spirit in the face of darkness. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest uploads. Your support means the world to us as we continue to explore the fascinating world of legends and folklore. See you next time on Spooky Stories from the States.